imagine the world without smartphone, without antibiotics, without planes and electricity, without everything which makes our life better, longer, meaningful. It's a world without science. I think in this world we would never met, and even probably never born. I think that when you ask yourself what is science in your life, you can answer rather what I have from it, but also what world it can put into my life and to people I love. So I think really the world without science is impossible, because I know that people are just very curious by their nature. From our birth, how we growing up, we just exploring, we just asking questions, we just trying to understand how it works. And we grew up smart, meaningful, powerful, because we are constantly doing this. In this sense, I am quite optimistic. Humanity always will come up with science. On the other hand, we should understand that knowledge which is created within the science creates more responsibility. We are both able to build a better world and to kill the humanity. In this sense, it's very important to balance our will for the knowledge with the good governance, with the responsibility. So let us dive deeper into this. When I ask myself what put me into the science, I answer very easily. When I was 16, I was asking myself what I want to do. And the question was rather normal for 16 years. I wanted to save the world. Another thing that 20 years later I'm still there, but it's another story. So for me, at that moment, the question came up that I have to do science. And I used my love, physics, which later became theoretical physics. And I got not only love, but also passion and mission through my way. So my love is theoretical physics because it's about the beauty of formulas, but also it's about the beauty of our mind, because the formulas, the mathematics, the language universal which we produce is not only very nice, but also allows us to speak to the nature, to open the unseen and unknown, just asking right questions in the right language and getting the answers which build for us the beautiful picture of the universe and also bring the better technologies to our life. Also, I get my passion. At some moment, I understood that I love to tell people about science. I love to tell people how important it is, how nice it is, and how it can work for their better future. And like 10 years later, I also understood that there is also my mission. I see that a lot of knowledge is being created, but later it not always is getting to people. So the transfer of knowledge through education, through communication, is very important. And the third part, the utilization of knowledge is not always there and is not always proper. All these three things constitute what we can name as a knowledge economy and knowledge society. It's about creation of the knowledge, it's about its transfer, and it's about its utilization. In order to do this, you have to have these curious, brave people, and you have to have good governance. So in my country, I decided it's possible. We definitely have a lot of smart people and brave people. We definitely want to be prosperous and we want to create meaningful future for our children. So I decided to devote my life for building knowledge economy and knowledge society in Ukraine. And you know, during these 8 years after Revolution of Dignity, when I stopped to be a researcher, which I love very much, but started to do something in order to create the right opportunities for all the researchers and for society to benefit, I discovered that it's very hard to any country, not only to mine, to create these horizontal policies, to ensure that there are ambitious entrepreneurial, as economist Matsukata says, entrepreneurial state which can say we want something new. We understand what we want. And it's not something small. It's about ambition which is global. We want to stop climate change. We want to have normal environment to live. We want to achieve all these sustainable development goals. No poverty, no hunger, and so on. So in order to do this, all the countries are struggling to find proper instruments, and to build them is my mission and what I've been doing till the start of the full-scale war. But at the 24th of February, when Russia invaded Ukraine at the full scale, I was questioning myself, is it meaningful? Or either each of us have to fight directly to return to Ukraine, to the ground, and just to kill people who came to my land to kill my smart and brave people, or either we all have to fight internationally, finding the way how to empower our army and our people. And after several months of struggling with this and trying different ways of intervene and to help my country to win in this genocidal war, I understood that really it's a part of the definition of our victory. Yes, Russia wants to destroy us physically, so it's the war for existence. Yes, Russia wants to destroy us as a culture, as a people, as language, as all we are inside ourselves. So it's the war for identity, for independence. But also, what do they want from us? They want us never to recover. They want to enable us to produce, not only we are fighting for democracy, we are fighting for our choice, but sometimes you can make your choice, but you're not able to do something with it. And what they are doing now, like bombing our schools, bombing our universities, our research institutions, they're trying to kill our ability to be successful in future. So I decided that it's my front line in this war. I should ensure that Russia will lose also there, and we will win. So our human capital, our research ability will be there, and policies will be there, and ambition will be there, and we will become not only those who made the victory possible on Russia and such a stupid authoritarian regime, but we also those who can show the world that fighting for democracy and building the needed state capacity and having the right ambition and right values is getting not only a country better, but all the world. So talking today about this to you, I want to encourage you, I want to invite you to think about building these knowledge economies and knowledge societies in your country. Because when you take both curious and brave people who are constantly asking the nature, the world, what can be done, what does it mean, what can we do, and taking into the play the proper policies, proper capacity of the state, and proper ambition, and combining this together, we can make a difference. Let's do it together.